First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Detroit Lions.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To the air, Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Here's Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Lions will take over.
They're on the 40-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 40.
180.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
He goes tonight. Like 20.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his first touchdown here in the new campaign. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to set out to stop the run and try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go here with a former Lion, DeAndre Swift. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. You talk about this Lions defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. There's some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Good for a Lion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
Bradley Chubb. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Second and 16 at the 47-yard line.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A good chance this is 4 down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 yards. First down, Bears.
On play action, here's Williams. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. They're going to run this with a tight end. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Williams. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cody Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Goal. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now is after the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now a 2nd and 10. They run with a 4th-round pick, Roschon Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Williams. He's on his way. And finally knocked down at the 23. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Eluding the pressure right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Nick Chubb, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, kill. What's up?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 23-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Goff. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
180.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And able to get this down inside the 15, into the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
180.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And 3rd and 1 now.
What is up?
There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down, Chicago.
To throw, it's Williams. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Working out of the gun, Williams. Dumps this to his rolling back, Chubb. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. To throw, Williams. Flush to his right. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll go. Here's Williams. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to throw. Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Santos now to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he is caught by Laporta. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is gone. Escaping the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
180. What's up?
Here's Goff. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
20.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
20. What's that?
Throwing again is gone. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Hold on. Got Louis. 180. What's that?
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Bates' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. In the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Lions Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. McGough and that Lions offense staying on the field. They'll try for two.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
Lions 26. Bears 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on third down.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bears are back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football.
And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Williams sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught at the 8. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Chubb again.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for two.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it.
And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Lions 26. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
From the gun, here's Goff.
To the left side, he finds Teslaw.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw, Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bears take over.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Chubb on the counter.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5.
Here's Williams.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Recovered by the Lions.
start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 4-yard line.
From his goal line here, Goff.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in the football.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Complete to White. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Throwing is Williams. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
To the air, Williams.
Eluding the pressure right.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
180.
Here's Goff.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Here's Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
180.
Goff now looking to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
60s, block 20, hey, kill.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Khalif Raymond, 32 yards.
And the Lions have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. And this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it will make this a 4-point game.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Working out of the gun, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A pass complete to Odunze.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in-route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. To throw, Williams. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. Flush to his right.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
But how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Rome Odunze.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Bears 36, Lions 33. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5.
Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
Now it's gone. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
180. What's that?
Now Goff.
Throw caught by Raymond.
Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Like 20.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And this is taken in at the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Gibbs will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Again, it's Gibbs.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Back to throw.
That's complete to his rookie second-round pick. And he'll get a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. Looking to throw is Williams. Throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
13 yards.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them in bounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and how about the defense there? Because while they had one final look at the end zone, the defense made sure they knew what they were doing on the last play, executed it flawlessly, and no flags. Because remember, if there's a defensive penalty, there's one play left in the game that the offense gets. They didn't allow that to happen.
So for Detroit, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing